Hey guys, let's make cream of asparagus soup. First, we're going to get everything prepped and ready to go. Our quart size frozen chicken stock. This is how we take it apart. Let me just pull it out. We can weigh out what we want. Yeah, we're going to use the whole thing. We'll just melt it down, have it ready to go. And some green onions for some garnish.
Yep.
That's optional. Extra green's always good. Calls for 1 clove of garlic. We always add extra, but it also only calls for 2 cups of chicken broth, or 2, half a quart. But it never makes enough for everybody, and I found that it didn't really lessen the flavor, and it was still very good, and everyone loved it. But we had a whole quart, so the extra garlic is just good. I'll do a quick rinse.
They kind of break at their own natural spot. If you hold them down there at the bottom, they kind of pick their own spot.
I'm going to do that to all of these, and I played with the different amounts. Also, any amount of asparagus will work. It's a strong flavor. You can use a ½ pound, up to 2 pounds. I've even used frozen, and it still makes very good soup. Then we're going to do a quick chop of these after they're broken.
You're eating too.
Yeah, it feels wasteful, all that you break off and don't use, but it's very fibrous and woody, and doesn't cook. It doesn't soften as it cooks. Not all asparagus comes the same. Some are very fat. These happen to be very thin. I like that. They become tender quicker. And this is a cream of asparagus soup, so we do puree it. Just chop about 1-inch pieces. It's good to have it all prepped before you start, because it moves pretty quick when you add the butter and garlic. 2 tablespoons. Melt butter, and then add garlic and cook until fragrant, about 1 minute. Then immediately add asparagus, salt and pepper to taste. It's better to add mostly your salt and pepper at the end, because when you reduce something or puree it, it seems like it does get saltier.
Here we go.
I'm gonna add the garlic. Cook about 1 minute. It's definitely fragrant. So now we add the asparagus. Says add a little salt and pepper. Cook until golden, about 5 minutes. Okay. The garlic in there.
Fresh dill.
To add for garnish, so we're gonna
Just cook a little bit of dried dill right down in there with it.
yeah, it's good. Longer you can do this part to get them more tender, the easier it is to puree at the end, but you don't want to burn. So watch for that, and you can add your broth accordingly. Don't have a pan soap for it to get golden. Maybe that can get golden. I think now, don't you? The broth? No longer. You don't want that garlic burn. Go ahead and add the broth. Like I said, we're adding a whole quart. This broth is already heated because we had to melt ours. Doesn't matter if it's heated or not. It might make the cooking process a little quicker.
Boil.
Turn the heat up, bring it to boil, and then cover and simmer for 10 to 15 minutes until nice and tender.
All right, we got it up to a boil. Put a lid on it. Turn the heat down to low.
For 10 to 15 minutes. Our immersion blender. I always find it easier to tilt. Yeah. You can see that pureed pretty good. I don't see any big chunks. Half a cup of heavy cream.
Stir. A couple of tasting spoons.
Some tasting spoons for desired salt.
Our chicken broth is not usually very salty. Need a little more pepper.
That might be enough. Maybe a little more pepper. That's good. So rich and creamy. And we serve it up, and it says to garnish with fresh dill and or green onions.
It says chives. But
Chives.
we had green onions. Ooh, I need a bigger ladle.
Yeah, you needed a bigger ladle.
That ladle's too tiny. Just a little bit more dill weed.
Just a little, because we did add it in.
And green onions. I like a lot.
Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe if you like this type of videos. Thank you and enjoy your soup.